Yes, cancer, we all know cancer. But also, before you get cancer, it makes scars. It cuts your lungs. It cuts them. It's bad stuff, which is why when buildings no longer put in that asbestos and the plaster to keep it from burning. Cigarettes in the tobacco, they put some in.
Really?
Why? Because it burns slower, so it won't go up in flames. So, ingredients. I always look at the package side to see what the ingredients are in foods and other things. That was about the ice cream. Good morning. We're talking about some things from yesterday. The other things from the other article that we read, we talked about books. Remember books? And we talked about scroll. What is a scroll?
Long paper of Egyptian, all Egyptian.
Yes, it was long. I'm going to turn this short paper into a scroll. Ah, scroll.
Yes.
You can kind of think of this word because it's got the word rolled in it, so it's something kind of wrong. And what was it made from?
Plants. Plants. Egypt. Reeds.
What?
Papyrus.
Not where. What?
Skin for the animals.
Well, that's this one.
Papyrus.
That's next.
Papyrus.
Papyrus. What was papyrus made from?
Plant.
Plants.
Plants. Like a long,
Reeds.
thin reed. And they would flatten it and press it together and then write on it. You see the word paper? Papyrus, paper. That's where the word paper comes from. Papyrus. And now, Amira?
Yes.
Now, Egypt.
Egypt.
What does Egypt have to do with it?
Egypt a country.
Egypt is a country.
Arabic country.
Arabic.
Right. Leather.
They
Yes.
Right there.
developed the papyrus for writing. So we have to remember what, where, who. Okay.
Paper.
So this is papyrus, and we talked about papyrus in Egypt. Then we also talked about
Parchment.
parchment. Remember parchment? What was parchment?
Parchment.
This is the old days.
Move.
What was it made from? Parchment.
From animal.
Kali.
Animal skin. Animal skin. Very thin, pressed, thin, and like leather. Do you know leather? So my belt is made from leather. It's thick, but it could be thinner than this. So that was the beginning of writing on things to write on. Because before that, what were people using instead of paper?
This paper old. Old most. Say.
Clay.
Clay.
Tablet.
Clay tablets and carving in it. And you know, clay is like bricks. It's so that's a little bit about the history. And That was from yesterday. And then the other part, we talked about remember this?
Corn era. Before corn era.
Common era
Common.
before
Common
common
era.
era. And this is a timeline. We have to remember that people made this up and it changed. So we know that depending on where you are, maybe you understand from the history of that place, the dates are different. So, for example, in February was Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year. I forgot the number, but it's not that. Why? Because in the old Chinese calendar, it doesn't stop here, it goes way back into here and starts from there. So we have this one, and this is the one that we commonly use today. And it's used throughout the world because it makes it easier for business and to communicate. So we have to remember this is today's year, 2024. And if I'm talking about a pyramid that was built in 4000 BCE, and today is 2024, and I said, how long ago was this
4,000
built?
ago.
This plus this.
Oh.
We have to add this to this because it goes from here to here, up, 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 up. From here, the number goes up, 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 going backwards. So it's just when we read this, we have to keep in mind the timeline for this. I thought that was interesting yesterday. What is paper made from today? What's it made from?
From
Trees.
Trees. Yes. And so every time you use a piece of paper, it's a piece of a tree. And so some people are worried. Too much paper, too many trees. So newspapers. I just had one in my hand here. Newspapers made from trees. So this paper can be recycled. What does that mean?
used again.
Used again. They put this paper, all the papers, into a big pot, like making soup. And then they press it out and dry it again. Take out the color, sometimes red, and then start over again.
Digital? 5 minutes?
Yeah. Of course. In the probably the next 20 years, places like this that have newspapers like this will all be on your cell phone, computer, and so on. So that's a big change about paper because it is used, but it's very costly to the environment. Let's go back over here to our weather. Let's have our traditional routine, talking about the weather. What can we say about today?
Cloudy.
Cloudy. I noticed that today on the news it said something is going to make the trees blow. What is that word?
Windy.
What's the word that's a little wind? Small wind.
Small one.
Do you remember this one? Breezy. What is breezy? Small wind.
Small.
Not whoosh, that's windy. But breezy means slow wind. So let's talk about the precipitation. Precipitation. What is the precipitation?
Precipitation from sky. Rain, snow.
What's it doing? Any precipitation?
No, yet not. No precipitation.
Expected. What does that mean? Expected. Expected.
What will happen?
Not will.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, expected.
Maybe.
Okay. This one, expected, doesn't mean for sure. So remember this.
Expected.
Very close in meaning. When we're talking about things that will happen, that did not happen, expected. This one, just to review, precipitation. It looks long, but it's not too bad. Remember pre? What does it mean? Before. Yes. Precipitation. What are some of the precipitations you know of? What's your favorite precipitation?
Snow.
Snow. Sala likes snow. That's his favorite precipitation. Anyone else? Rain?
Rain.
Good. I like rain too. What else?
Of course, I don't like hail.
Hail. Oh, I like this one.
So why?
This will fit in with our news of the day. What is hail?
A little clouds, snow, ice.
Ice. Ice balls. Hail can be small, like this.
What we like.
You can hear it come down. But it can also be bigger. About this size. This can break your car window.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets worse than that. Do we know Kansas?
Yeah.
Where is Kansas? Kansas.
State?
Kansas is a state. Yes, in the middle of the USA. They had a hailstorm. And they showed the picture of the hail.
Well,
That's how big it was. Coming out of the sky. What happens when it hits your car?
broken.
Demolish.
Yeah, damage.
Damage. Remember that word, damage? Hail damage. Any other precipitation? Who
I
remembers?
don't understand the meaning precipitation.
Precipitation.
From the
Yeah.
snow,
Yeah.
rain,
Sunny.
hail, hail with your ice balls. Sleet. That's rain and ice mixed together. Comes down. It's like
Yeah.
wet snow
Ah, wet
coming down.
Sleep.
Sleet. How about this one?
Freezing. Rain.
Freezing rain.
So-called rain.
It's so cold, the rain comes down, it's already ice. It's frozen. Amira,
Yes.
precipitation is referred to as the moisture that comes out of the sky.
Falling down.
We have another one that is precipitation, and we will see this in the spring, where there's a change in the temperature, and you look outside, and it looks like there's a cloud out there. What is that? I look across the street, I can hardly see. What's that called?
Foggy.
Very good. Fog. It's like a cloud, but down here. You look puzzled in here. Do you know fog?
Oh, yes.
Fog.
Oh, the
Like smoky.
It
Light,
looks like
light.
smoke, but it's water.
oh.
Fog.
Ah, the bulb. Okay.
Pardon?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you turn on a shower and the air is so thick with water you can't even see through it. Fog. Steam looks like steam, but it's not hot, it's cold. So precipitation, a good word. So today, no precipitation expected. How about what's our temperature again?
31.
31 what?
Zero.
From hot. Degrees.
Above or below freezing?
Below freezing.
Below freezing. What is freezing? What number?
Zero.
32.
He says 0, he says 32. Should we combine them two and say 15?
No.
Minus 0 danger.
Windy. Cold wind. Zero.
Celsius.
Also windy outside.
Well, we decided it wasn't really windy, it was breezy. A light wind. Light wind. And I think today it's going to go up into the 40s, which is nice. Before we start this reading on that, I wanted to just have a little review of something. does that mean? Verb tense.
Time.
War.
Yes. Is it now? Is it past? Is it future? And some things sort of the way we use it there. So we have
Present.
present. What does that mean?
Now.
Present.
Present.
Now.
Now.
We use the present tense to show that things are in the present life. But we have certain ways to show if it's happening right now and it's doing it. So for example, if I said, every day I this is present tense. I teach at the library. But it doesn't give us that understanding of it right now. So we say,
Teaching.
remember that? You have to have the helping verb, okay, and plus the continuous. Continuous.
Right now.
Haven't stopped, still doing it. Doing it.
Yesterday, I
Past tense. Yesterday I taught. But now I want to focus.
Past continuous.
Past continuous. Continuous. At 9 a.m. I was teaching. Busy at the boards teaching. Past continuous. C. Is this good or not good?
Not
Not
good.
good.
Tomorrow I will teaching. What's missing?
Teach.
ing.
What?
ing. We
There's
have to
ing.
drop ing. We have to drop it.
I will teach.
Without ing. Yeah.
Tomorrow I will teaching. What's wrong here?
ing.
Without ing.
I need it.
Be.
What?
I will be.
Without I need it.
B. Look here. Right here. Yeah. Was. We need the form of the verb to be.
I'll be teaching.
Tomorrow I will be teaching.
We can say I will teach without the
What's the difference?
scoring.
But remember, this present and
Future.
continuous.
Future.
So how do we decide when to do that? If we want to show it's something I do every day, it's something that we don't know the time, you'd say, tomorrow I will teach. Perfect. But if I said, tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, I will be teaching. Gives it that
Continue.
immediate, something active. So that's how you decide whether you're going to use it or not. Just something as we read, we pay attention to these little things with verbs. There are many other verb forms that we will get into, but these are the ones that we've gotten into so far. A good example of when you'd use that continuous form.
Yesterday, I was sleeping when the phone rang.
Okay. Past continuous. Okay. And something happened. Well, didn't go on. Boom. Ring. When the phone rang.
Right.
Yes.
Our
Past tense. The phone, what did the phone do? Rang.
Rain. Present session. Raining.
Now it shows
Preposition.
both of them. Ring. On and on. Continuous. Okay. We'll just pay attention to these as we see them, and sometimes it makes a very special difference. It's immediate, not going on, and sometimes not so much. Let's, the other words that came up yesterday.
Immigration.
Immigration.
Come
What's
on,
this one?
come out.
Come from out. Immigration. Go.
Wait.
Okay. So, if I decided I am going to move to Ireland. I want to leave Hamtramck and moved to Ireland. Do you remember Ireland?
Yes.
St. Patrick's Day.
Patrick's Day.
I would say, I am going to emigrate
Emigrate.
to Ireland.
Emigrate.
Notice the one thing that's, when you do this, emigrate has one M, this one has two.
Sound the same.
Immigrate, emigrate.
Immigrate.
M. M. A lot of people get these mixed up, but think in. M. Yeah, the opposite. So this was in the news.
Great.
I heard this, yesterday. Donald Trump, do we all know Donald Trump?
Yep.
Donald Trump does not like immigration.
Yes.
And he says things that he doesn't think about what he's saying. He said, some immigrants are people. Some immigrants are people. Well, immigrants are all people. Dogs are not immigrants. Birds that come from other countries are not immigrants. Only people are immigrants. But he said that as a way of saying that people who come in, some of them are not people. They're animals, like dogs. Very disgusting thing to say. He's a very disgusting person. Immigrant. The story we're going to read today is about a person. Let's go through this and then we'll practice some. We're going to pay attention to verb use and where's mine? I got this from a book. This is the book that this came from, and this is written for ESL classes, but it's the people in the story are people from Mexico. Why? Because most of the people learning English when they make these books are from Mexico. It's the biggest group. And so that's why. I wish I could find some other books that had some other cultures that are coming in, but hard to find. So take a look here, and we have a title, 3 reasons. What is a reason?
So I have to do this thing for
Reason.
something.
What's another?
Because.
What is the reason? Because.
Why?
Oh, you don't have one. And then the picture. Take a look at that picture. What did we describe? What did we decide? This kind of a picture is called a or an
Travel.
illustration. What is an illustration?
To be clear something.
What?
Clear something.
Illustration.
Doesn't have to be. It could be not
Like
so clear.
picture?
It's a picture, but
Picture.
not like a.
Describe something.
Yes,
Right.
it's a picture that helps us understand the story better. Illustration. And then inside here, notice we see a woman, and what is she doing? What is she doing?
Bucket. Her
She's what?
bucket.
She's packing her what?
Her clothes. She's going to
Bag.
travel.
What's that?
Bag.
Bag.
What do we
Bag.
call that?
Bag.
Suitcase.
Suitcase.
Packing her bag, packing her suitcase. Yes. Suitcase. Suitcase. And notice that there's a little cloud up here,
Family.
and inside that cloud is a picture of a man, a woman, and a boy in a house. What's that about?
She's going to.
What?
She will travel to them. She's thinking.
She's thinking. You will see this. This is often called a it's called a caption.
Caption.
Yes. It's a special part of an illustration to show something about it. And in this case, it's showing what she's thinking. So what is she thinking about?
Her family.
She's thinking about her family. Yes. She's doing and she's thinking. So that's a special kind of illustration. Caption in an illustration. So where we start today? Who's that in the back row with their hand up? Abir, go ahead.
3 reasons. Emilia dreamed of going to the United States. She wanted to go for 3 reasons. The first was to earn more money and help support her family in Mexico. The second reason was to improve her English, a language she wished to speak more fluently. And the third reason was simply for adventure. Emilia had always lived in the same small city in Mexico. At the age of 23, Emilia felt it was time for a new life experience.
So, Amira, you had your hand up. Do you want to go to the second paragraph?
Emily family was
Supportive.
supportive of her
Decision.
decision to go to the United States after all her brother
Eduardo.
already
wait.
lived
Wait.
already lived in California with his wife
Marisol.
Marisol and their 4 years old son Francisco and Eduardo and Marcel Marisol were happy to have Amelia live with them. Eduardo also promises to help Amelia find a job in the hotel where he worked. Of course, it couldn't be a high level position. But the hotel employed a lot of people. Amelia could
Definitely.
definitely find some kind of job
Kind.
there.
This word?
Kind.
Kind. Kind. Some kind of job. What does that mean?
Type.
Kind of job.
Type of job.
Type of job. What, some kind, what kind do you like, what type do you like? Right. Another word for that. What's this word?
Decision.
Decision. What does that mean?
Decide.
Not to decide, but the
No,
thing that
no.
you decide
Yeah.
is called your
No.
decision. My decision is to go to work today. I decided to go to work. My decision. The thing. We always have to remember that shun, S-I-O-N, T-I-O-N, turns, you know that the verb word is going to be a noun, a thing. Notice some words here. Amelia. Amelia. It's a woman's name.
Yes.
Yep.
If you're in Mexico and you have Amelia, woman, if you have Emilio,
What? Men.
Man.
very common, not always, in Spanish language, names often end of the words A and O differentiates the sex, the gender. Let's go to the next part and volunteer. Go ahead, Ishak.
In Mexico, Amira worked as a teacher in elementary school. It was a job she enjoyed, but almost any job in the U.S. was pay her more. Besides stuff, Amelia, I can do everything for a while.
Anything.
Anything for a while. So Amelia packed her suitcase and said goodbye to her family. After a long journey, she arrived in the United States and waited excitedly for her father and
At the
police station. I am here, Amelia. I am ready here.
So just to remind us here, we have some punctuation that the word besides, notice it's in quotes. You see that?
Yeah.
That's her exact words of what she's thinking. Quotation marks. Take a look here. We've got a couple words. Worked.
Packed.
Packed.
Arrived.
Arrived. Remember these endings, ed, sometimes sounds like ud, sometimes like duh, sometimes like da. So this is, I worked yesterday. I packed my bags. I arrived at school. Something else I wanted to hear. Oh. What's this word?
Say.
Said.
Said.
Said. It rhymes with
Said.
read, said, bed, said. Okay? Except if it's someone's name. If it's your name, how would you pronounce this? Said. But when we use this as a verb, he said, go to bed. It's said. It sounds like this, said. Something else here. Trolley station. Look in the illustration. What do you see? Do you use the word trolley in your
Yep.
Trolley?
Station.
Yeah.
Train.
It's a train.
Train
Trolley.
station.
Trolley.
I'm going to give you 5 minutes to answer these questions. Then we'll do it together. again before we go today. I hope she's not sick. Some vocabulary words. Check my phone to see if she sent anything over. Not. I'm gonna have to go over there today and see if somebody can help me with the test results. So, but don't worry about it, it's just a progress report. It's not like, it doesn't really mean that much. It's more for the program, because I can tell how you're progressing. That's the important thing. So let's do these together, and we'll go over here. We'll start up here. So, number one.
What is Amelia dream of going to US, to the United States?
To the United States. Notice this word in the story. She dreamed, D-R-E-A-M-E-D. You may also see that word spelled with a T on the end instead of E-D, dreamt.
Right.
Yeah, either one is correct. She dreamed. So, where did Amelia dream of going? To the USA. So, number two, Shitangjua.
What was the first reason that she wanted to go?
First reason.
The first was to earn more money and help support her homeless people.
To earn more money, help her family, any of those. Number three, Ishak.
What what was the second reason to improve her English?
And Omar?
Five.
4.
What was the third reason?
Third.
Third reason. To adventure.
Okay, now what is adventure? An adventure is a thing,
A new experience, something new.
something new or something fun, interesting. So that's a thing, an adventure. So we need to put a verb in there. So, or prepositional phrase. So you could say for number 4, what was the third reason? For an adventure. To have an adventure. To make a good sentence out of it. Number 5, Saeed.
What did Amelia feel it was time for a new life experience?
A new life experience. Very good. Okay. Kosima, next one.
How was Amelia's family about her decision to go to the US?
They were supportive. Notice, how was her family about it? It's making you understand that how they felt. So if it was a sentence that would said, how did her family feel? We would understand this, but it says, how was her family about it? It's not a great sentence. And once again, I didn't make this up. Number 7, Kabir.
How already life
Wait.
who
Excellent.
already life in California
Lived, yeah.
like
Who already lived in California?
her brother.
Brother Edward.
Your brother Eduardo. Okay. Number 8, Amira.
What did
Eduardo.
Eduardo promise to help Emilia find a job in the hotel where he worked.
Very good. To find a job in the hotel where he worked. Very good answer. Samira.
What did Amelia work as in Mexico? She worked as a teacher in an elementary school.
She worked as a teacher. And Bashir, number 10.
What was the almost any job in the USA do?
Would be hormone.
In the United States.
What would any job in the USA
It was a
do?
job. It was in the.
Would be hormone.
Well, would be her
More.
more.
Would be her normal.
What would it do?
Pay
They-
hormone.
Pay
More
more money. Right. Hey, a beer?
Where did she arrive after a long journey? She arrived in the United States.
Okay. And back up here, Sala, number 12.
How did she wait for excitedly at the police station? Her brother.
For her brother.
Yeah.
Notice down here, Excitedly. What does that mean?
Exciting.
Excitedly.
Excited.
Really?
The ly at the end. So she waited. How did she wait?
Excited.
Excitedly. What does that mean?
You feeling white.
A feeling of excitement. Excitedly. Yeah. So that's an adverb telling about how she waited. You could use other words in there. She waited sadly.
Sad.
She waited unhappily. She waited patiently. She waited angrily. These are all adverbs telling about how she waited. Second page. Page 6. Page 6, first. Did we fill these in? Yes?
Emilia dreamed of going to the
United States.
United States.
Mira, well, hold on. United States.
United States.
Excellent.
She wanted to go for their
Wait.
Reasons.
reason.
Wait, hold on.
Three reasons.
3
Reasons.
reasons. Okay, hold on. My spelling is so bad up here. There we go.
Reason.
Reason. EA. Reason. Raisin. What's this one? A dried grape. Yes, little fruit, sweet fruit. Reason, raisin.
Reason.
EA, often E sound. AI, A sound.
Reason.
Samira? The verb. Yes.
The first one.
Zainab, I'm sorry, I called you Samira. Sorry.
The great was to earn more money and help support her family in Mexico.
Keep going.
The second reason was to improve her English language. She wished to speak more fluently.
Fluently. What does that word fluently mean?
Fasting.
Fast, easily, smoothly.
Reason.
Like we're doing here, practice English to speak is better and faster. Wait. Notice here, it says here, the second reason was to improve her English, comma. And then it says, a language she wished to speak more fluently. That means that a language she wished to speak more fluently is English. So when you have English, comma, a language, it goes back to the word before it. A language. Okay. Bashir?
And the third reason was simply for the adventure.
Keep going.
Amelia had always lived in the small city in Mexico at the ago of
At the what?
age.
Age.
At the age of 23, Amelia felt it was time for a new life
Experience. Yes. This G has two sounds.
G.
Ja, ga. Ja, ga. Okay. 1 year ago.
Age.
What is your age? Pardon?
Old. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is your age? If someone says, what is your age? You give a
Number.
Yeah.
number. Ago means
Before.
in the past. 1 year ago. 5 years ago. There's sort of rules about this. What's this?
Get.
Get.
Ago. Agree. Grab. Grab.
Grip.
Grab. Grip.
Great.
Grab.
Great.
Grab. Grab.
A.
Grab.
A. Grape.
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 What is a grape, a beer?
عنب. Fruit.
It's a fruit.
Green or fruit?
Yeah. Grape. A fresh raisin. Where are we?
Amelia's family.
Go ahead, beer.
Amelia's family was supportive of her decision to go to the US. After all, her brother Eduardo already lived in California with his wife, Marisol, and their 4-year-old son, Francisco. Eduardo also promised to help Amelia find a job in the hotel where he worked.
Very good. Okay, back up here, Sala.
Of course, it couldn't be a high-level position, but the hotel employed a lot of people. Amelia could eventually find
Good what?
Eventually.
Definitely.
Find some kind of job there. Eventually.
Definitely.
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 Of course.
Let's go down here. Before I do that.
Position.
Position. We have to remember about this word position, that if I said, I'm at the doctor's office, and the doctor says, I want you to sit in a good position in your chair. It's how I'm sitting.
Place.
Situation.
It has to do with place, situation, but it means how I
My position.
put my body. Yeah. But in the workplace, we talk about what is your position at work? Oh, I'm the manager. Okay. I'm the boss. Okay. I am the assistant.
I'm a driver.
I'm the driver. Position. What thing you do. Are you on your way?
Yes,
You're coming tomorrow?
of course.
But you remember, peace comes every day, so why should I ask?
Inshallah.
And just remember that Monday next week.
Yeah. Not Monday, all week.
All week, yeah. All right, let's go down here to the bottom and number 1. Shitangshua.
Meanings, read the
Go ahead.
sentences. Look at the underlined what or what, started or be. Amelia dreamed of going to the United States. Felt right off.
Felt tired of, or
about
B.
B.
B, yeah.
What is a fantasy?
Exciting.
It's like a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My fantasy is I'm going to go on a vacation to California and sit by the ocean and watch the water. Thinking, fantasy. Number 2, Vishak.
The first was to earn more money and help support her family in Mexico. A. Send money to. B. Get jobs for. A. Send money to.
Send money to. Number 3, Omar.
The second reason was to improve her English. A.
Practice.
Better or practice?
Practice.
Practice.
Improve.
Better.
In this case, we usually use the word better to compare things. So we say, oh, this is better than this one. But we also use the word better to mean to improve something. To better her English. Yes. It's not used very often like that, but it is. We're going to have a conversation here, and Omar and Said. Okay. Omar, you are A, and Said, you are B.
A conversation with her brother. Picture.
Practice.
The dialogue with a partner. A. Everyone is
Supportive.
Everyone is supportive of my decision to go to the United States.
B.
B. Of course, we are happy to help you leave.
Wait. Good.
Good. We are ready for you to come.
Okay.
A. Are you sure?
Sure.
Are you sure it's okay to live with you?
Of course, we are happy to help you live with us.
And what about a job?
I promise to help you find a job in the hotel where I work.
What kind of job?
What kind?
What kind?
Well, it can't be a high-level position, but the hotel employs a lot of people. You can definitely find some kind of job there.
Very good. Well, this is interesting down here. And the past tense verbs, Write the negative form of each past tense verb.
Hard, it's hard.
Okay,
He employed me.
that's positive. I want to make it negative.
He
didn't
fired
fire
me.
Employed.
He fired me. He didn't
Unemployed.
employ me.
He didn't employ me.
He didn't employ me. We have to use this
Didn't.
did,
No.
and notice the ED disappeared. Past tense form. He didn't employ me. If I said, we know that the negative of employ is unemployed, but that's a different meaning. If I said this,
He unemployed me.
different meaning. What does that mean? He unemployed me.
He
He fired me. Got rid of me. Made me unemployed.
Yeah.
It's a different meaning. So if they want you to practice this, employed and didn't employ. What's the next one? Wished.
didn't wish.
Wish for a job.
Negative.
I didn't wish for a job.
Notice once again,
I didn't wish.
the ED disappeared. Worked, didn't work. Notice unemployed, unemployed, not unemployed. Wished, worked. Oh, here's a good one, number 4, felt.
Didn't feel.
Did.
Didn't feel. Next one, dreamed.
Didn't dream.
Didn't dream. Next one, said.
Didn't say.
Didn't say. Thought.
Didn't think.
Didn't think. Very good. And the last one,
Didn't promise.
didn't promise. The word promised. Promised. Past tense. Thought. Said, dreamed. Okay, back over here, Abir, number 1, part B.
Write negative past tense sentences. The hotel employed a lot of people. The hotel didn't employ a lot of people.
Okay. Next one,
I wish to speak English more fluent.
fluent. What's the negative?
I didn't wish to
Didn't wish to speak more fluently. Number 3, Kadir.
She worked as a teacher. She didn't work as a teacher.
Very good. Number 4,
They dreamed of going to United States.
United States.
United States.
Good.
United States. They dreamed.
They what? Negative.
They didn't dream of going to United States.
Very good. And Zainab.
He promised to help her friend abroad. He didn't promise to help her friend abroad.
Excellent. That sheet I gave you with the word list,
Yeah.
can you remember to bring it tomorrow? So we want to save paper, because these are trees. Okay, we don't want to waste trees, so we'll go through those tomorrow. Stay warm and cozy, right? It's cold out here. See you tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Say. See you tomorrow. Have a good day, guys. See you, sir. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, Omar.